At the confluence of the three rivers is Acrisure Stadium. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams this Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Utah Utes and the Pittsburgh Panthers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Pitt Panthers have a unique setup, sharing a field with the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I can tell you, the convergence of three rivers, it's one of the most scenic, beautiful stadiums in college football. Acrisure hosts 68,000 strong. The Pitt Panthers looking to have a great season and make that home field a true advantage again this year. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Utes kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
There he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Panther!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Number 91.
On the return, it's Bray. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Finds his big tight end. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Really excited to see what Utah is going to do this year. You're so used, David. We were for years seeing Kyle Whittingham strolling the sidelines for Utah. Obviously, he's now off in Ann Arbor, but with Dampier back at quarterback, they've got the pieces. And the Big 12 every year we know is so wide open. If Utah can continue to be physical, they had some big losses, especially along the offensive line. I think this could be a special season in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, and you saw a lot of good moments from Dampier. I mean, this guy can scramble around, can run around, can make things happen. It's the passing game. Can it evolve? Can it grow? They've got weapons, but it all starts with the quarterback.
Second and long here. Finds finds his man on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Turning it on. Inside the touchdown, Panthers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're
into the secondary on the right. Inside the 30. The 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Utes!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this and running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. The run inside. It's Turner.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The Panthers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man out of the backfield. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not a lot of room to field this one. No room to bring it back. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. They'll take the penalty and move them back. looking downfield. It's Dampier. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, it's Brake. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Sells to run, looking to pass. Fires to the right. Makes the catch, it's Kent. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Such a nice job at pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Churns into the pile. Plows through the defense.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Play action on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Right side, it's Kent. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Right down the middle. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Using his feet. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. A run for the quarterback. They'll give him 4 on the pickup in 2nd and 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's Dampier. Rushes on. Finds a man on the right. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Gets the back moving. Fresh set of downs going up top. He'll take a shot. Caught. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Drops back on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Yates. using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Quickly to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Got it in the middle. It's Yates. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
They just keep firing. He's going for the big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And nice play by the QB, understanding when to get the ball out. This is something that I guarantee you, Palmer, you and your receivers did all the time at Florida. Just the timing, knowing when the ball's coming out and when the ball's going to be thrown so I can go make a play.
It's so important to rep it like that, because you never know in games when those opportunities are going to happen. But I think that time the quarterback pre-snap, him and the receiver, they made a little eye contact. They knew this was going to be an opportunity, and they went out and they executed what they practice every single day, what you just said, David, and it works to perfection.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll bring it out. It's Bray. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. He'll try to do it himself.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
And the youth in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Look out! Chunked it away just as he was hit.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Pitt!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he makes the extra point.
Number 91, set to kick this one.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Quick give. It's Bray. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Utah! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David, it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Long way to go on second down. Looking to throw. Left side is Turner. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you can tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Trying to establish the run. Got the first down. There's a crease. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's going for it all. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
When you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Sweet cut there. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Under pressure, trying to make magic on the scramble. There he goes. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Utes with the 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Bray. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Maybe an ill-advised throw there into the middle of the field, and it's knocked down and incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. To the air, it's Dampier. Rush right in his face. Unloads in the nick of time.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. On the move. Stuff, stop, no chance. This defensive line won the battle, and they got the football back with a 4th down stop.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that 1st down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the 1st down marker. Turnover on downs.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Pitt pushing the pace.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going deep, and they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. They're field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Oh, pressure's coming. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Moving the pocket, it's Dampier. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB, nowhere to go with the football.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a three before they head to the locker room. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the Fresno State Bulldogs. And it's the Trojans looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss. They lead here in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Conference USA.
Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll pull it down and run. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. And the Utes send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looking for room. Slips through the line. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Wants to throw one first. Escapes the pressure to his right. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Tells the run, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Turning it up. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Panther! And the punishment has been extended.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. Talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
And the point after is good.
Number 91, set to kick this one.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Running inside. It's Brake. He's got the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he got loose. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Utes moving quickly to the line. Drops back on first down. Out wide left, it's Brake. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
They're all over him. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Just keep slinging it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. The play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's picked off for the third time today. Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Makes the grab, it's Hunt. They make the stop if this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Move to his right. He's going to run it. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. And is incomplete on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Utes. Special teams proving to be special.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes zoof, and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Now on the move. He's not going to get it in, and the lead will remain 18 as they were trying to make this a 2-possession game. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
2nd and long here. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Slings it downfield. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Finds his man down the middle. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Back's got it on the screen. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Turns it upfield. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Hits inside, it's Brink. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Moves the pocket. It's Dampier. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the 1st down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Big tight end makes the grab First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Panthers. A great catch and run for 6.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bray. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Rush is on. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And, man, that is the hard part about playing defense nowadays. It's not the first play. It's the second play that you have to react to. It's a pass. Everybody's playing pass, but he has the ability to...
Right down the middle at the 30. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Utes are flying down the field. On the move. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And then that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the team.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Third and long coming up. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Following the play, there is a Pitt Panther slow to get up. That would be a devastating blow to their running attack if he can't shake this off. We'll check on his status as soon as we can. Takes the handoff. It's right. Just smothered on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Back's got it on the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Yates. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. On the draw, it's Turner. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big.